into Orlando versus my Loons. I've got this one, so I'll go right ahead and get started. Orlando get here from topping Group A in the most wild fashion, knocking off Montreal 1-0 and then beating the tournament favorites LAFC on penalties. Minnesota gets here as second in Group D, topped what I think are the second favorite team in Columbus in PKs, and running over San Jose. To me, this one's tricky, but as we mentioned before, it terrifies me that we live in a world where Orlando can win this and be our MLS rep in CONCACAF Champions League. However, Pereira's got this team moving, boys. They look like a team that are as Adam said, they don't do it pretty. They don't demolish teams, but they earn their results. They get the results that they put the work in for. We mentioned last week that there was a change in culture. You could see it. You could see that people believe in each other. They're not fighting on the field. If there's a mistake, it's hey, come on, let's get going. It's okay, we'll get it next time, instead of, oh, you suck, why am I playing with you? I don't want to do this anymore, right? You've got players like Pereira and Nani who are stepping up and playing well in the role that they need to play in. But if you want to go even deeper in that, the home field advantage, being used to the environment versus teams that maybe aren't so comfortable, and then playing teams that aren't at home, right? They're in a new environment. They're not used to playing in where they are. There's a whole bunch of it, but Orlando are getting results, man. And it's exciting to see, right? Again, we talk about it. They have made good moves to start moving in the right direction and paying off. They're not signing random people who used to be Real Madrid starlets and failed and just are big bodies. They're going out and making the moves that they need to make this team good. On the other side, Minnesota have looked good from game one of the season, period. Amarilla is exciting. They've got a defense without Ike Opara that still isn't awful, which shocks me. It really does. I was so shocked to see that happen. They put in a really good shift against Columbus, and Ozzie Alonso shut down Darlington Nagbe with the help of, oh goodness, who played next to him in that game? Hassani Dotson, I think. I think Dotson was next to him, where they both just – who's that?
Yeah, he was.
It was.
Yeah.
So because I didn't catch that game either. I was at work, I think, called in. But they took the best center mid in the league, period, and made him irrelevant. And that's what they're going to have to do again in this game. So – again, it's tough for me, right? Because you got home field advantage versus a team that is clearly on paper better and better. And the other thing that's holding me up is the fact that you look at a team that just ran through San Jose, and then you remember San Jose as Daniel Vega. And it's like, would it happen again? Is Gallese better than Vega? Yes. Is he that much better? I don't know. But we're not here to talk about Vega. We did that already. Amarilla looks electric. No Ike backline looks good, but the person I'm watching, or the duo I'm watching again, is Ozzie Alonso and Dotson, or Ozzie Alonso and Hayes, or whoever that combination is in the middle. Because if you are talking about Matías Pereira being one of the best creators for that team, you got to make him irrelevant, and you got to do what you did to Darlington Nagbe. And if they can do it, Orlando are dead in the water. Right, because at that point, your best playmaker is done, and you're leaving your best scorer out on the wings for both of them. If you can't go through the middle and then wide, and you're just playing down the wings, you're going to get shut down every time. And I think that's got to be the game plan going in. And for me, on the other side, for Orlando, I'm not watching players per se, but I'm watching a decision, right? What is Pareja going to do? Is he going to sit in, absorb the attack from a team that's clearly very good going forward, and try and counterattack, going to Nani and Mueller out wide, cutting it in? Is he going to try to play through them? Is he going to think that he can use Pereira's, ability in the midfield to cut through the Alonso-Dotson combo and break the line? I'm not sure, and that decision is going to be huge for Orlando. If they start playing a game that they're not comfortable with, it will crucify them. They'll be done. So is he going to be Chris Armas and make a decision in a big game that ruins them? or is he going to avoid that critical mistake? That's what I'm watching for both teams. Prediction 3-2 Minnesota. This one's going to be a burner.
Yeah. Thinking about it now, the way, and it's hard because this tournament, pun not intended, but is in a bubble. So, the form in this tournament may not translate to regular season form. We saw teams start the 2 games pre-tournament really hot and then come to the bubble and look like crap.
Yep.
However, I think, and I can't think of who their goalie. Oh, it was Joe Bendik. Never mind. I was gonna say I can't think of who Orlando goalie, who their goalie was before Gillespie, but I think it's similar to an NYC where their goalie was horrendous to start.
Don't disrespect Joe Bendik like that. How dare you?
No. But if you look at the NYC, so they're the obvious example. So you go from Josh Saunders, who traffic cone, to Sean Johnson, who transfer, unless he gets a big move, will be their goalie foreseeably for the next 10 years. I think that's what they finally have in this kid. I don't actually know how old he is.
Yeah, is pretty up there.
I think so.
He is 30. Never mind.
Right again.
You could still get like 5 years out of him.
Yeah, no, for sure. But
all right, I figured they'd have a bit more time with them, but I think he will be their starter for a very long time until he retires.
Yeah, no question, right? You're going to go in and put as much money as you did in for him. I'm trying to find the transfer value right now. He moved on a free, but I don't know what he's getting paid, right? Right. If you're going to make that big move, right, you got to be ready for it. So, predictions on this side.
I'm going to say 3-1 Minnesota.
2-1 Orlando because of voodoo magic.
It's terrifying because I'm almost certain that's going to happen, but it's okay.
Definitely will.